Alright, so what's up my YT homies, it's Alethea and I'm coming in at you with another video. And I'm kind of doing this intro twice because I just realized right before I did the makeup I did the intro, and then now I'm doing the intro again now that I'm done with the makeup. But at any rate, it's okay. So I'm coming in at you today, and you guys please do forgive me for looking in the viewfinder because I find myself looking in it. When you haven't made videos in a while, you kind of got to get back in the swing of things, and so I kind of look in the viewfinder, but please disregard that. Alright, so what's up my YT homies, this is Alethea and I'm coming in at you today with another video. Excuse me, I may be looking a little bit tired, and that's because I kinda am, but I just had to come and bring you all a look with my Subculture palette. Okay, so this is Anastasia's Beverly Hills newest palette, and it is the Subculture palette. Now this palette, let me show you the palette itself. I was holding up the box, but this is the palette itself, and it has the suede velveteen feel, just like the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Now these two palettes are supposed to be like, I guess this is supposed to be like the nighttime look to this one. I think that's what I read. But at any rate, this palette has some beautiful colors. Let me read to you what it says on the back of it. An essential eyeshadow collection with 14 shades featuring grungy mattes and bold metallics with an underground edge. And I could not agree with that statement more. Now here is the palette. Let me show you what the palette looks like. And let me take that out, the brush. But I haven't swatched it or anything at this time. But over here on this one, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little spot on there, like some color came from another color on there. But this is what the palette looks like. So I don't know what any of the colors look like. I may swatch them before this video is out, but I am going to put some of them on, I can tell you that. This palette is another palette that does not have any kind of, that does not have a black in it. A lot of palettes that I've seen coming out lately, and a couple of the ones that I have, do not have a black in them, but that's okay. You know, I can do without a black. It's not a necessary color, but if you're really wanting to smoke out with black, then you'll have to get a black from a single shadow or another palette that you may have in your collection. But as far as this one, there is definitely not a black. So this palette launched on Tuesday, and Tuesday I think was the 25th, and I ordered the palette when it launched. Today is Saturday, was it 29th? The 29th. I did get mine in the mail yesterday. FedEx, it was delivered by FedEx, and when I bought that, I also did buy a stick foundation. I've never tried Anastasia's stick foundation, so I decided to give it a shot since I was on there ordering. Oh, I have seen online where they did send the palette out to some smaller YouTubers. I wasn't one of those smaller YouTubers. I wish I was, but I wasn't, so I spent my own money on this palette. This palette was $42, and if you did not get it on their site, which I don't think is sold out, at least last time I looked it was not sold out, but it will be of course hitting Ulta and Sephora stores very soon. But I just want to go ahead and get it. I'm gonna go ahead, I've already moisturized my face, I've already toned and moisturized my face, and now I'm going to go and do my brows. So to prime my eyes today, I'm going to use this Camel Coat Paint Pot from MAC. Okay, so I know there's this trend going around, it's been going around for some time, where people set the primer. I'm not going to say I haven't caught up with that. I see where people doing it, but I don't do it because I think that just priming my eyes and using my shadows is enough for me. So, you know, if that is what you do, if that's what tickles your fancy or what you feel you need to do to get your makeup to stay, then by all means do that. But for me, just regular priming is all that I feel that I need. And let's see, where am I going to start? I think I'll start with this color Fudge right here. Now it is a little bit of a darker brown, but I'm going to take this and put it in my crease as my transition color. Yes, has a lot of, oh my goodness, it has a lot of pigmentation to it. Put a little bit more on this eye because I did put more on my left eye than my right. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna go in using the same brush and this color Mercury right here. I'm gonna go in and put a little bit more. Put this color in my crease as well and above my crease a little bit. Oh, whoa. Maybe I should have put a different one. Okay, y'all, this is a little bit trial and error. I should have changed my brush. But what I did to this side, I have to do to this side to even it out. So, I'm going to do that on this side. Now I'm going to go ahead and change my brush. I'm going to use a different brush. And I'm going to take, to lighten this up because it's a little bit darker than what I want, I'm going to take this color Dawn right here. That one is a little bit dusty, but I'm going to put Dawn here to brighten this up. Now let's highlight. All right, so the color in here that I'm going to use to highlight, it's a pretty bright color, but it's this color called Cube right here. So let's see what Cube looks like. I mean, this is just like, I guess you could say, a trial and error look because these colors, maybe I should have swatched them to fill them, but hey, you're getting the real, what I'm getting. Oh my gosh, that is like an iridescent, a beautiful iridescent type color. Okay, so I get it, I totally get it, where they have this, the grungy and all that. I really get it. So now I'm going to take this color Roxy and I'm actually going to add this to my crease as well. Put it over, kind of just blend it over those other two colors just to brighten it up just a little bit more because I get this grunge. I totally get it. Okay, so now let's take color right here, this color called All Star, and I'm gonna take this and put this in my crease. Look at that pigmentation. So now I'm going to take this brush and take this color Roxy again and bring it in here just to kind of Make sure that, all right, so my camera cut off on me. So what I'm gonna do, and this was not originally planned because I'm not really good at doing cut creases, but I kind of want to not necessarily do a cut crease. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do a cut crease, but I kind of want to just, you know, define the crease just a little bit more, I guess. So I'm gonna put some more of this paint pot down. So now what I want to do first is take this pencil brush, and I'm going to take this color called Axis, this green color. I'm just going to go kind of outside here. So now I'm gonna take another brush. I'm gonna take another brush, this same brush that I did the other color with, and just kind of go in and define that just a little bit. I'm gonna take this flat brush, and I'm gonna take this color called Electric right here. This electric color, it's like a mixture of a chartreuse type color, chartreuse and yellow. And I'm just going to put this on my lid. Go back in with that color green. I didn't add any more to the brush, just kind of going up in there to define it a little bit more. Okay, I'm liking this. Now I'm going to use my Nika K liquid liner, and if you've been with my channel for a while, then you know this has been bae. So I'm not going to line my waterline, but I am going to put mascara on, and I am going to put some powder down there. So I think I'm going to take that same color Axis, since this is the darkest color, and I'm going to smudge it out down here. For my inner tear duct, this color I did not use. It's called Untamed. Not the inner tear duct, but the inner corner of my eye. I'm just going to put a little bit of that here. I think I need a little bit of red. Let's take some All Star and put it down there with it. I am going to go ahead and do a couple of swatches of the palette. Now, the colors that I did use for my look, I'll show you those, but if you look here, you can kind of see the ones that were tampered with, I guess you could say. So let's just do some swatches of some of these colors. Now, I will tell you that these colors are very, very pigmented, and you have to be a bit careful when you're putting them on, because you will get off way more color than you plan. Now, this color is called Edge. It's like a yellowish color. This is a matte. Both of these colors that I just did are matte, that I just swatched are matte. And Untamed I do have on my eye, but I'm going to swatch it, my eyes, but I'm going to swatch it as well. It's kind of hard to swatch and look that way. And the colors in this palette, of course, are mostly mattes. This is New Wave, Fudge, Electric, which is my lid color, and I'm not doing it any justice here on my hand, so you can see it there. Let me show you on my finger. So I'm kind of not doing it any justice with my swatch. Now let's go with the Roxy. That's Roxy. Cube. Dawn, and I'm sorry, this is Cube, this is Dawn, Destiny, Adorn, this is Adorn, All-Star, Mercury, All-Star, Mercury. Mercury is a very dark taupey type color. It doesn't look that way when you look at it, but once you swatch it, I mean, look at Axis. Axis is so very dark. It's a very dark green. It's like a dark hunter green. So this palette, overall, my first impressions of this palette is awesome.com. So this was my first time sitting and waiting for a palette to launch. I did not know if this palette was gonna sell out or what have you. I don't know, but I just knew I had to have it. I didn't want to wait until it launched in stores because I just wanted the palette. It's like something that I wanted and that I was gonna get regardless, and that's what it was. And I am very, very pleased that I did go ahead and order this palette. I am very pleased with the colors here. I can tell you that, you know, for some people, this palette is definitely an all-around, all-day, morning and night palette. But for some people, this will just be a palette for night looks, because these colors, just like it says, they are very grungy. These are very pigmented. I mean, you're gonna get a lot of use out of this palette, I do believe, and I do believe that I'm going to get a lot of use out of this palette. I really do. At first impressions, I'm very impressed with the palette. I really do like the palette. And if there's anybody out there in my any of my viewers that do listen to what I say, if you like these type of colors, grungy type of colors or matte colors or what have you, I do suggest you go out and cop this palette. Cop this palette, is that what people say? Well, I do suggest you go out and get this palette because it's a very nice palette, I will say that. I do hope that this video wasn't too long. I do hope you enjoyed my look as well as my first impressions of this palette. And yeah, so that is it for this video. If you are not subscribed to me, please go ahead and subscribe. Please do like, comment, and share this video across all your social media sites. And if you do decide, or if you are thinking about getting this palette, let me know in the comment box whether or not you're gonna pick this palette up, or whether or not this palette, it just looks like it's a no for you. Like I said, the colors are very pigmented, so when you're putting them on your eyes, you got to make sure you pay attention to what you put on your brush, because your look will be way out there. So yeah, that's it for this video. And until the next time, and in between time, you ladies and gentlemen, be safe, and I will do what? Catch you on the flip side. Bye.